Hi guys, welcome back to the tutorial. This is the continuation of the previous class, and here what we are doing here, I'm just looking on, you know, this hand. For this hand, what I'm just taking a cylinder. I'm just giving these divisions just here 8 and no caps 0 and scale down, only scale up in a y-axis, turn. Okay, so now so I'm just giving now add divisions as per fine. Now I'm adjusting. So this way, and we don't have any top view or other views, only we have only front view to develop hand also. So what I'm doing manually, when see generally you understand now, when you keep hand same way, you just see this part will be little front, it will be from the elbow to here, it will be turned little bit front towards, okay, maybe a 20 degrees or 15 degrees angle. So that what I'm doing here. For that I'm just using something like you know this way. Okay, fine. Also I'm just adjusting from the top view to this hand, just like generally a little bit muzzle, just like this one, that's no, and this one, and this area, and this one a little bit, and this one a little bit like this. So you have a little realistic look when you're doing these kind of, that is, I'm just doing it because I have idea how this shape, the whether elbow or shoulder, whether at the wrist. So I'm just based on that idea. You have to first of all, before learning Maya tools, whether extrude and insert edge loop tool, merge tools, learn the anatomy, whether it can be a cartoonic, how the muscles and cartoonic muscles, and how the muscles exaggerations and all these things. I make this one very thin, a little bit like this. Yep. So, and just enable the reference a little bit like this, a little bit like this way. Fine. Fine. Hit 3 and see. I don't need these caps. Delete it. And also at the other end, delete it. Okay. So whatever the material I have given Lambert 2, same material I'm giving here also Lambert 2, and this is I'm just giving something like white color material. So before I can delete the history, and what I'm doing, insert edge loop tool here and here. Fine. So now what we are doing, this vertex I'm just placing here to here somewhere inside. So because we need not to develop inside the body. If it is in scenario, you have to develop it. Here we are not developing any body inside of the shirt. So we are ending till here, that is sufficient for us. And also here also we are replacing this one till here, that is sufficient for us. Okay. So and now based on the reference, we have to adjust this gloss here. Generally this is what actually generally right, cartoonics, and head will be big, head is big and hands are very big, and again body, chest will be very small and legs will be very longer. So this is how cartoonic, but when it comes to realistic model, that is as we have to follow human anatomy and all these things, right? So I'm just adjusting this flow near to the something like this. Something like this. Okay, fine. If you want that reduce the thickness of it is not that thickness, right, as we did it, so you can reduce the thickness by changing it like something like this. Now you can put that thing like little down, right, something like this, right? So that is what. So if you want a little more So still you can just change the color a little bit because I can see the lines clearly. Well, that's great. So uh, the rest of the things I'm leaving to you, up to you. You know how much time you spend, how observation. How do you spend for observation? How do you case study on all these things. Fine. So if you want to keep it little bit grip and all, you can make it, or you can also make it leave it just like this. If you want reduce the thickness of the that is up to you. Okay, fine. Or you can make it little like this, like this. Something like this you can. So I'm leaving up to you how I just it's your wish. So something like this. So I think this is sufficient for us. Anyhow, we'll come back again as we did it here. Final um, finishing will come back here. Right, it is cool. Little this way. Fine. So what I'm doing, select both of them. Just modify free transformation, reset transformation, duplicate special, and that's it. Already I have given all the values before itself, so this is sufficient. So now we have to work on the scarf and the belt, all these things. So you can see now that still we don't have any lights. So okay, right. Fine. So what we are doing here, I'm just extruding again this line flow, I mean this from here to here. Control E, again Control E, fine. Something like this, and scale it this way. Fine. So something like this, hit 3 and see whether it is okay. Fine. Then I need to work a little bit this kind of hump where we see kind of this area. So what I'm doing here, I'm just creating a cut face tool, something like a small flow. So select the vertex and place it exactly proper place. Then you can select these two faces, Control E, excuse me, delete this one. So let's see from the front view how that area something. Okay, it comes from reverse. Okay, we did that. That's what we have to follow the reference, front and side view. Then only we did it reverse. It's not that angle. So anyhow, this is going to be here. This is going to be here. Anyhow, this area and this area is not equal. I mean front and side view reference. I'm just working manually. Okay, so place it somewhere here only. Control E, delete this one. I think it is right now in right place. Let's hit 3 and see it how it is. Let's make it little smoother. something. Again we'll come back here. Fine. So we are almost very close, and we have to work with the scarf and the belt one. So then again we will give final touch of the details and all. So I'm ending till here. We'll continue next class.